Hello everyone, Mrs. Sandy here, and today we're going to be evaluating a logarithm. And so the essential question is on the bottom. Make sure you take notes on this so that you can go back and reference them when you need them. All right, so our first step is going to be to set the logarithm equal to a question mark or to an x. I'll probably do it both ways so you can see, but whatever you want to use, a question mark or an x. And then step 2 is going to be to rewrite the expression in exponential form. So that's kind of your loop it. Remember, it's all about that base. Start with the base, hit the power equal to your n. And then step 3 is to solve, basically means determine what value of the logarithm is. So basically what power. All right, so the first one, I'm going to go ahead and set it equal to an x. And then we're going to go ahead and rewrite it into exponential form. So remember, it's all about that base. We're going to start with that base, go and hit our power equal to 16. If you can do this in your head, even better. So this is our base is 4. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite 4. And then we're going to write it to the x power and then set it equal to 16. And hopefully you just, easy peasy. 4 to what power is 16? You should know the power 2 is 16. Okay? Or if you just already can do this in your head, that's even better. So log base 4 of 16 is just 2. All right, the next one, I'm going to go ahead and set it equal to my question mark. And I highly recommend you pause this video, give it a shot yourself, and then unpause and see how you did. All right, so remember, it's all about that base. Our base is 2, so I'm going to go ahead and write our base of 2, and then we're going to go and loop it. I'm going to go to our power equals 32. So our power, what is our power? I don't know, we got to find that. Equal to 32. And then you just got to think 2 to the what power is 32, and that's going to be the power of 5. All right, so let's try these ones. I highly recommend you do all 3 of them all by yourself. Pause this video, try them yourself, and then obviously unpause it to see if you got them right. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. I kind of like setting them equal to x or question mark, doesn't matter. So I'm going to go ahead and set them all to x on the top one, and the bottom one I'll set them equal to question mark. All right, so we're going to go ahead. Remember, it's all about that base. So our base of this one is 8. So I'm going to go ahead and write it 8. And then we're going to loop it. We're going to hit our power equal to 1. And so this is where you have to really think for a little bit. And if you need to use those charts that I posted on Google Classroom, feel free. And so 8 to what power is 1? So anything to the 0th power is 1. So x is 0. All right, now we're going to do this one. It's all about that base. So our base is 36. So we're going to do 36. Ooh, let's try that again. So 36, and then we're going to loop it, hit our power equal to 6. So there's a couple ways you can do this, okay? You can just know it because we know, hey, to get from 36 to 6, you have to know power over root. So remember, we know that the square root of 36 is 6, but how can you write that as a power? So hopefully you remember 36 to the 1/2 power is just the square root of 36. Remember, this is power, this is your root. So if you have a 1/2 power, that just is the square root of 36. So we know x equals 1/2. Another way you can do that is you can go ahead and change this from 36 to 6 squared, and then you just put the x next to it and set that equal to 6. And then hopefully you know they have the same base. If the bases are the same, you can set the powers equal to each other. So 2x would equal 1. Since they have the same base, the powers have to be equal. then you would just divide by 2, so x equals 1/2. So 2 different ways of doing that. Obviously, the easiest way is just knowing that since it's 36, we got to equal it to 6, so we got to make it a square root, and know that the square root of 36 to the 1/2 power is what that means. All right, here we go. This one, we have a base. It's all about that base, and then we're going to raise it. We're going to loop it. Strong one. We're going to loop it equal to 1/2 or 1/8. So it's going to be 2 to the what power is going to equal 1/8. All right, so the first thing you would do, what I would do, is I know, hey, I know that this is being flipped. It's a reciprocal. So without doing anything else, I know my power has to be negative. All right, so like I said, since it's a reciprocal, we know that it's on the bottom. We know it has to be a negative power. And then you can just think 2 to what power is 8, and that is 3. Oops, where's my pen? And that's 3. So we know this has to be -3 because it flips to the bottom, and 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. All right, last of this kind, and then you're probably going to watch the next video for the next set of notes. All right, so it's all about that base. Ooh, my base now is a fraction. So I'm going to put 1/7. And remember, anytime your base is a fraction, put it in parentheses. And then we're going to loop it. It's all about that base. Start with that base. Hit our power equal to 49. And so what power? We don't know what our power is. That's what we need to figure out. Equal to 49. All right, so still, this is in the denominator, and then we need it to go up to the top to be 49. So we know our power has to be a negative because that's how you flip it. So we know it has to be a negative because that's how you move the 7 up to the top. And then you just ask yourself, 7 to what power is 49? And we know it's 2, so this has to be -2. All right, hopefully this helps you out. Thanks for watching. Watch the next video for the next set.